Hello, my friend. I'm really glad you're here. Take a moment to settle in, breathe, and allow yourself to simply be present. Before we begin our story today, I want to ask you something important. Type an affirmation in the comments right now, something psychology-based that grounds you in awareness. Something like, I choose clarity, I am aware, or I understand. It may seem small, but behavioral researchers consistently show that when you participate actively, your brain engages more deeply and you remember the message longer. And if you're new here, welcome. Your presence isn't an accident. Stay with me, and if you find value in what you hear, consider subscribing for more psychology-backed insights that help you build stronger relationships, clearer thinking, and emotional confidence. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Today, I want to tell you a story, a quiet story, a true story, a story about a grandfather, a moment of unexpected wisdom, and a lesson most people take far too long to understand. The reason this message matters is because it doesn't just teach you about relationships. It teaches you something about yourself, something foundational, something that may shift how you love, how you connect, and how you protect your own peace. And remember to subscribe to the channel. Before we begin, please like this video. It helps more people find messages that heal and empower. And thank you for supporting this channel. Your support genuinely keeps these stories and research breakdowns alive. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As we get into this, I want you to imagine something simple. Imagine sitting with someone older, wiser, and deeply calm. Someone who has lived enough life to see patterns, mistakes, and truths you haven't yet noticed. Research from multiple psychological studies shows that older adults tend to develop what's called socio-emotional wisdom, a term studied by researchers at several universities. It refers to the ability to predict emotional outcomes and relational patterns with surprising accuracy. They don't guess, they know. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And that's where our story begins. A young man, frustrated, confused, overwhelmed by trying to save relationships, romantic, family, friendships, any connection that felt like it was slipping. He was the kind of person who would try harder when someone pulled away. The kind who would text longer paragraphs when the other person sent one-word replies. The person who kept putting emotional bandages on relationships other people weren't even trying to fix. Please like this video if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. One day, he sat down with his grandfather. The old man watched him quietly, the way older people do when they're reading the silence more than the words. After listening to the young man explain everything he was doing to hold on to a relationship that was crumbling, the grandfather finally spoke. He said, "Saving alone isn't enough, because if you're the only one saving it, you're not saving a relationship, you're saving your fear of losing it." Let that sink in. And remember to subscribe to the channel. This was not a casual piece of advice. It was a psychological truth wrapped in simple language. And it's supported by decades of relationship science. For example, the Gottman Institute, one of the most respected centers for relationship research, found that relationships survive not because of how hard one person fights, but because of how both partners respond to moments of disconnection. If one is fighting and the other is withdrawing, the relationship enters what they call negative sentiment override, a state where even good efforts get interpreted through a lens of frustration. Please like this message if you feel it resonates. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather leaned back and continued, "You think you're saving the relationship because you love them, but sometimes you're only saving the version of them you created in your mind. You're holding on to the idea of them, not the reality of how they're treating you." Psychologists call this idealization bias, a tendency identified in research from several social psychology journals. It's the mental habit of remembering someone's potential more vividly than their consistent behavior. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man sat there, heart pounding, because every word hit a truth he had tried to avoid. And maybe this resonates with you too. Maybe you've been the one trying to save someone, trying to fix the distance, trying to hold the relationship together by yourself. Please like the video if you've ever felt that weight. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather wasn't finished. He placed a weathered hand on the young man's arm and said, A relationship is like a boat with two oars. It doesn't matter how hard you row. If the other person doesn't row too, you'll just spin in circles. Exhausted, dizzy, going nowhere. This actually aligns with research from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, which found that mutual effort predicts long-term relational satisfaction far more than individual sacrifice. Relationships thrive not when one person gives everything, but when both give consistently. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man asked, "So should I stop trying?" The grandfather shook his head. "No. You try, but only when they try too. Effort isn't supposed to be proof of your worth. It's supposed to be shared." And this is where psychology becomes beautifully clear. Many people grow up learning that love is proven through sacrifice, even when it hurts. But emotional research from several universities confirms attachment deepens when effort is reciprocal, not unilateral. Please like this video if you're still following. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather told him a story of his own. A long-ago relationship where he poured everything he had into someone who barely lifted a finger for him. He admitted he lost years trying to earn love from someone who only loved the attention, not the connection. He said, "I thought saving her meant saving us. But all it did was drain me until there was nothing left to save." Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. At that moment, the young man asked something that many people silently wonder. "But if I stop trying, won't they leave?" And the grandfather smiled sadly. "If they leave when you stop carrying the relationship alone, then they were never really with you. They were with the benefit of you." Psychologically, this matches research by behavioral scientists studying emotional investment. They found that people stay committed not because they are chaste, but because they feel bonded, supported, and mutually valued. Please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather continued, "You don't have to earn someone who wants to stay. The right people meet you halfway. The wrong ones make you walk the whole distance." Research from relationship psychologist Helen Fisher aligns with this idea. She found that healthy romantic bonds form when both individuals consistently show up with energy, attention, and emotional presence. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man was quiet now, thinking about every time he had apologized first, even when he wasn't wrong. Every time he tried to fix a silence someone else created. Every time he lowered his boundaries to keep the peace. Every time he gave more because he was afraid of being unwanted. If you've ever felt that, please like this video so more people can hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather looked at him gently and said something that stayed with him for years. "You are worthy of a relationship where love doesn't need rescuing. You deserve someone who meets you with the same hands, the same heart, the same effort." And that is one of the most powerful truths in relationship psychology today. Secure connections are built on mutual emotional labor, not one-sided struggle. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Then came the sentence that changed everything. Saving alone isn't enough, because love cannot grow where only one person is watering it. Researchers at UC Davis presented a similar idea. Emotional reciprocity is one of the strongest indicators of relational longevity. One person giving everything creates imbalance, and imbalance eventually creates resentment. Please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man finally asked, "So what do I do now?" The grandfather said, "You stop rowing alone. You let the boat show you the truth. If it moves, you'll know they're rowing with you. If it doesn't, you'll know you're just tired." This isn't just poetic. It's psychologically accurate. Many people stay in one-sided relationships because of fear of abandonment, fear of being alone, fear of starting over. Yet studies show that staying in an unbalanced relationship is more damaging to mental health than being single. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather added, "You don't lose people when you stop overgiving. You lose people who were benefiting from your lack of boundaries." If this resonates with you, like the video right now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man sat back, taking in every word. He wasn't angry. He wasn't defensive. He was quiet. Quiet in the way a person becomes when truth cracks something open inside them. If you've ever felt that kind of quiet, where your mind suddenly sees a pattern you ignored for years, like the moment the curtain finally pulls back. Then you know exactly what he felt. If you're still with me, please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. His grandfather noticed the shift in his expression and said gently, "Most people don't realize that they're fighting for connection, not with the other person, but with their own fear." And psychology research supports this. Studies on attachment theory show that people with anxious attachment tend to overfunction in relationships. They do more, give more, apologize more, try more, because deep down they fear not being enough. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The old man continued, "You're not afraid of losing them. You're afraid of losing the part of yourself you gave to them." This sentiment mirrors findings from Oxford University researchers, who discovered that people often confuse emotional investment with emotional compatibility. You can invest deeply in someone who cannot meet you emotionally, and that investment can become mistaken for love. Please like the video if you're following. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather then poured 2 cups of tea, handed one to the young man, and said something remarkably simple. "Try this test. Stop initiating everything. Stop fixing every silence. Stop patching every conflict. Just pause and watch what they do." This pause, this brief absence of overfunctioning, is something psychologists call a reciprocity test. Research shows that when you stop providing all the emotional labor, the other person's true level of care becomes visible. And if you're still watching, please like this message. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man asked, "But what if they get upset?" The grandfather replied, "Being upset is not the same as caring. A child gets upset when their balloon flies away, but that doesn't mean the balloon was special. Some people get upset only because they lost the convenience of your effort." This aligns with findings from behavioral psychology. Many people value comfort more than connection. Losing your effort disrupts their comfort, not their love. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather leaned in a little, lowering his voice. "Let me tell you something I learned late in life. Love that depends on your exhaustion isn't love, it's dependency." The University of California, Davis has written about emotional dependency extensively, noting that relationships built on uneven emotional labor eventually create burnout, resentment, and self-doubt. If anything in this story resonates, please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man stared down at his hands. He remembered every moment he sent long messages explaining his feelings, while receiving nothing but, "Okay." He remembered every time he tried to rebuild a connection after someone else broke it. He remembered being afraid of seeming needy, even though he was carrying the entire emotional weight of the relationship. If you've ever been that person, know that you're not alone. And please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather watched him quietly before adding, "Let me tell you something about human nature. Most people don't change when you give more. They change when they lose access to what they took for granted." This is supported by research on behavioral reinforcement. When a person receives a reward without contributing, their motivation decreases. Overgiving actually trains people to give less, not more. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The old man took a slow sip of tea and said, "Relationships don't fall apart when you stop trying. They fall apart when the other person stops caring." This is confirmed in findings from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, which noted that neglect, even subtle neglect, is one of the strongest predictors of relationship decline. If this makes sense to you, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man finally spoke again. "So you're saying I should just let go?" His grandfather shook his head softly. "No. I'm saying you should stop carrying what 2 people are supposed to carry together." This distinction is critical. Psychology teaches that healthy relationships require bidirectional effort. Not equal in amount, but equal in sincerity. One person simply cannot sustain both roles. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather then shared something more vulnerable. "When I was younger, I mistook intensity for love. I mistook sacrifice for commitment. I thought that the more I gave up, the more loving I was. But the truth is, I was teaching people how little effort they needed to put in." This mirrors research by Dr. John Gottman, who found that relationships filled with unbalanced effort create something known as emotional asymmetry, a dynamic where one partner becomes emotionally exhausted while the other becomes emotionally passive. If you're still here, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man swallowed hard. He thought about all the late-night conversations where he poured his heart out, only to feel like the other person wasn't really listening. He remembered being terrified of disagreeing because he didn't want to push them away. He remembered walking on emotional eggshells, trying to maintain closeness that he wasn't even receiving back. If this has ever been you, you are not weak, you were simply using the wrong strategy for the wrong person. Please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather continued, "Let me teach you something else. You cannot fix a relationship by yourself because a relationship is not a solo project. It's a shared agreement. Two people, two hearts, two minds, two efforts." Researchers at the Kinsey Institute highlight this exact concept. Shared effort and shared vulnerability are the strongest predictors of long-term relationship success. It's not grand gestures, it's consistent reciprocity. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man let out a quiet breath. "I thought love meant doing everything you can." His grandfather smiled kindly. "Love means doing everything you can. Together, not alone." This is where many people misunderstand relationships. Psychology shows that overfunctioning doesn't deepen love. It distorts it. It turns connection into responsibility. It turns affection into anxiety. It turns companionship into emotional labor. Please like this video if you're learning something meaningful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather then leaned back and said something deeply profound. "You cannot receive from someone who only knows how to take." This is echoed by research in emotional intelligence, which shows that people with low empathy often expect more than they give. And because they aren't aware of what they're not giving, they assume the relationship is fine, while the giver slowly burns out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man whispered, "So what happens if I let go?" The grandfather replied, "One of two things. Either they step forward because they value you, or they disappear because they only valued the benefits you provided." This is what psychologists refer to as behavioral revelation, when your pause reveals their priorities. If this makes sense, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather continued, "You don't lose real relationships by setting boundaries. You only lose the ones that weren't real to begin with." This idea aligns with research on boundary setting from several relationship scholars. Healthy partners respond to boundaries with understanding, not resistance. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man nodded slowly. "I think I understand now." His grandfather smiled. "Good, because life will test you. People will test you. Your heart will test you. But a relationship should not be something you have to rescue alone. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening with your whole attention. Please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather then added one final, quiet thought. Remember, you deserve someone who rose with you, not someone you have to carry. The conversation with his grandfather stayed in the young man's mind long after that day. It echoed in the silence of his room, in the pauses between messages he used to send, in the moments he would normally chase reassurance. Something inside him had shifted. Not dramatically, not suddenly, but deeply. If you're still here and this story speaks to you, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. For the first time, he realized that his constant effort had been his way of trying to outrun a fear. Not the fear of losing the other person, but the fear of facing his own loneliness. He remembered how the grandfather said, "You're not afraid of losing them. You're afraid of losing the part of yourself you gave to them." That sentence followed him everywhere. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In psychology, this is known as identity merging, a concept found in several studies on attachment. It describes what happens when your sense of self becomes attached to the role you play in someone else's life. You stop asking, "Do they care for me?" and start asking, "What else can I do so they won't leave?" If this resonates, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. One evening, while lying awake, the young man realized something painful but freeing. He had been trying to save people who never actually asked to be saved. He had assumed responsibility for connection, communication, closeness, and continuity, all by himself. He had mistaken intensity for reciprocity. He had mistaken emotional effort for emotional partnership. If you understand this feeling, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Days passed, and he began applying his grandfather's simple test. He slowly stepped back. He stopped initiating every conversation. He stopped sending paragraph-long messages just to receive a single emoji. He stopped being the emotional safety net. And he stopped trying to rescue what wasn't sinking because of him. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Then something interesting happened, or rather, several things. Some people completely disappeared. Not gradually, not gently, instantly. The moment he stopped holding the rope, they stopped pretending to hold their end. This might sound harsh, but psychology research shows that when you withdraw unreciprocated effort, people accustomed to emotional convenience often fade away, because they were never bonded, they were simply benefiting. If you're still with me, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Other people showed subtle confusion. They weren't malicious. They weren't selfish. They were simply used to him doing the emotional heavy lifting. When he stopped overfunctioning, they had to adjust. They began to take small steps forward. They checked in more. They offered more effort. They became aware of the imbalance because he finally stopped hiding it with his overgiving. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And then there were a rare few who stepped up instantly. No hesitation. No distance. No resentment. They noticed the shift and asked, "Hey, are you okay? I haven't heard from you." They cared. They tried. They reached out. And that was the grandfather's point all along. The right people don't need to be chased. They meet you at the middle without being told. If you're hearing this clearly, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. One night, the young man called his grandfather. He told him everything. Who stayed, who disappeared, who showed up. The old man listened quietly. Then he said, "Now you see. You were never meant to carry people who weren't willing to walk beside you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel." The young man asked, "But why did it take me so long to realize this?" His grandfather replied, "Because people who love deeply take longer to see when they're being taken advantage of. You see potential before you see patterns. You hope before you question. You give before you measure." This aligns with psychological findings on empathetic personalities. Empathy can blind you to imbalance. If that hits home, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather continued, "Your heart is a good heart, but good hearts become tired hearts when they're the only ones doing the work." Research on emotional burnout shows that overgiving leads to emotional fatigue, lowered self-worth, and eventually emotional numbness. Not because love is wrong, but because it's been misdirected. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man said softly, "So what do I do with the people who left?" His grandfather answered, "You bless them. You thank them in your mind. And you let their absence teach you what their presence never did." That's a powerful psychological truth. Absence often reveals more than presence, because it exposes who is attached to you and who was attached to the benefits of you. Please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather added, "Don't hold resentment. Resentment ties you to them more tightly than love ever did. Release them so you can release yourself." This mirrors findings from emotional resilience studies. Letting go of resentment increases psychological well-being and speeds emotional recovery. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man nodded. For the first time, he felt something new rising inside him. Not anger, not sadness, not confusion, but clarity. Clarity about what effort should look like. Clarity about what love should feel like. Clarity about what reciprocity should be. If this story is giving you clarity, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. He whispered, "Saving alone isn't enough." His grandfather smiled. "Now you understand." Then the old man added something even deeper. Love is not proven by how hard you fight when the other person doesn't. Love is proven by how two people protect the connection together. Psychology supports this. Relationship success is far more dependent on mutual maintenance behaviors, shared effort, shared communication, shared repair, than on dramatic sacrifices. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man asked, "How do I know if someone is truly with me?" The grandfather answered without hesitation, "Look for the ones who show effort without being asked. The ones who check on you without waiting. The ones who try to understand you without needing explanations. That is love. Everything else is noise." If this part of the story touches you, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And then the grandfather said something incredibly soft yet powerful. "Your heart is not a rescue mission. You are not a lifeboat for people who refuse to swim. You deserve to be met with effort, not excuses." The young man felt tears in his eyes. For years, he had been carrying relationships like survival bags, heavy, necessary, exhausting. But now he understood that connection is not survival. Connection is partnership. Connection is reciprocity. Connection is shared energy, not drained energy. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The young man took a slow breath, almost as if he were inhaling a new version of himself. For the first time in years, he felt the weight lifting. Not because someone came to save him, but because he finally understood he wasn't meant to save everything alone. If you're still here with me, take a moment to like this video. It helps more people find messages that genuinely support their growth. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. He finally understood something powerful. Trying to keep a relationship alive by yourself is like trying to keep a fire burning while the other person keeps pouring water on it. No matter how much wood you add, no matter how much warmth you give, eventually the flame will die. Not because you didn't try hard enough, but because the effort was never shared. The grandfather saw the shift in his eyes. He smiled the way elders do when they recognize growth before you speak a word. "You've been fighting battles you were never meant to fight alone," he said. And that's why they felt so heavy. If this resonates, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather gently placed a hand on his shoulder. "Let me tell you something many people learn too late. A relationship does not fail when you stop trying. It fails when the other person stops trying with you. And your value is not measured by the people who walk away. It's measured by the ones who stay when effort is required." The young man let the words sink in, and they softened something inside him. For years, he had believed that if he just tried harder, loved louder, sacrificed more, everything would fall into place. But psychology, experience, and his grandfather's wisdom all pointed to the same truth. Connection must be shared. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. He realized something else. Something subtle but life-changing. He had been afraid of being alone. But he was already alone. In the relationship he kept trying to save. He finally saw that loneliness isn't the absence of people. Loneliness is the presence of people who don't show up for you. If you've ever felt that, please like this video to support the message. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The grandfather continued, "Love is a shared responsibility. If you keep doing everything alone, you're not in a relationship, you're performing one." The young man felt a strange mix of sadness and relief. Sadness for what he had tolerated. Relief for what he finally understood. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. He asked softly, "So what do I do now?" The grandfather's answer was simple. You allow people to show whether they truly want to be in your life. Stop rowing alone and watch who rows with you. This wasn't bitterness. It wasn't coldness. It was clarity, the kind of clarity that comes from wisdom, self-awareness, and psychological truth. If you're still listening, please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as the young man left his grandfather's house that evening, he felt lighter. The world didn't change, he did. He walked away knowing this. Anyone who truly values a relationship will show it through consistent effort, not occasional words. Anyone who wants to stay will act like someone who wants to stay. Anyone meant for him will meet him halfway, not stand at a distance waiting for him to do all the running. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. When he got home, he didn't send the messages he used to send. He didn't chase. He didn't beg. He didn't over-explain. Instead, he allowed silence to reveal the truth. And the truth revealed itself clearly. Some people disappeared. Some people grew closer. But most importantly, he rediscovered himself, the version of him that didn't need to earn love by suffering for it. If you feel this, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Before we end this story, I want to speak directly to you. Maybe you've carried relationships alone. Maybe you've been the one keeping conversations alive, repairing broken moments, apologizing first, giving more, loving harder. Maybe you've been trying to save something all by yourself. So hear this, saving alone isn't enough, and it was never supposed to be. A relationship is not meant to drain you. Love is not meant to exhaust you. Connection is not meant to feel like survival. You deserve partnership, not pressure. You deserve reciprocity, not rescue missions. You deserve someone who rose with you. Please like this message if it touched you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And now, as we conclude this story, here are 4 powerful lessons the grandfather's wisdom teaches us. Lessons supported by psychological research and human experience. Lesson 1. Mutual effort is the foundation of healthy relationships. If you're rowing alone, you're not in a relationship, you're in an emotional performance. True connection requires shared responsibility. Lesson 2. Overgiving hides the truth. When you stop overfunctioning, people reveal their real level of care. Those who step forward are meant for you. Those who don't were meant to leave. Lesson 3. Emotional labor must be reciprocal. One-sided effort leads to burnout, resentment, and loss of identity. Reciprocity isn't just preferred, it's psychologically necessary. Lesson 4. Your value isn't defined by who leaves. When you let go of the wrong people, you make space for the right ones. Love doesn't require suffering. Love requires partnership. As we close, type a final affirmation in the comments, something like, clarity and confidence, or aware and empowered. It not only strengthens your mindset, but also helps others feel supported when they read it. If this message helped you, gently tap the like button, subscribe to Psychology Wave, and share this video with someone who might need these words. Thank you for being here, and thank you for choosing your emotional health. More stories, more research-backed guidance, and more clarity are waiting for you. So make sure you're subscribed and notifications are on.